Welcome back to Battleship Cove. I'm Paul Scalabroni, volunteer here on the Joseph P. Kennedy.
Rich Angelini, restoration lead for the Kennedy.
And we're down in the steam line and the mess decks right now, which is officially back open to the public, so you can come down into the space now. Over the past year, we've done extensive work, welding, painting, getting these spots back open. We're going to let Rich explain some of the significance to the stuff in here and how we got about getting some of it, and then we'll take you into the mess decks proper, and we'll show you what's going on in there now.
All right, well, welcome to the food service area of the Kennedy. As you know, Kennedy's being a Vietnam War era restoration. That's the main part of our preservation. Part of the initial part of this restoration, we wanted to go through the equipment and make sure everything was correct. We used the general plans from 1969. We had an Eagle Scout, Chris Christopoulos, that came in, and he did a lot of painting and things of that nature after our crew did a lot of welding. Chris DeChara did a lot of the welding and fitting in here, putting a new deck in. He also put in a splash shield on the food service line, which we noticed was on this ship in the early 1970s. So we replicated that. This is actually the original table that the ship had during World War II, as built in the Quincy shipyard. We put and we tacked down the original serving pots and containers, so it will look the way it did when the crew was aboard. Over here in the corner, our general plans showed there was an ice machine aboard the Kennedy. Most Gearing-class destroyers had ice machines down in their food service line to get ice for the freezer bar back there, which is the original salad bar for this ship. They had ice cream machines in here for soft serve on some of the destroyers. A lot of them did have that. They had the metal trays, and they also had a different type of mastic type plastic cups they used during the Vietnam War. So basically, we're trying to show you how the crew lived, how these destroyer sailors came down this ladder, walked through, got their food, got their servings, got their drinks, got their their salads and soups and everything like that. Then they transitioned into the main mess decks where they ate. So during the Vietnam War and all the way before that, in 1945, this basic configuration was here. Some Gearing-class destroyers carried their steam table on the port side. Kennedy and a lot of other destroyers carried it on their starboard side of this compartment. So basically, Paul, we're just trying to show everybody the original layout, and we did a lot of research, a lot of work by the volunteers and the Eagle Scout to get this room painted out. We're glad to have it back open again.
Yep. And also touching on what you were saying before, with some of the equipment in here is original equipment. The ice machine actually was pulled out of the USS Kaufman, ex-USS Kaufman in Philadelphia on a recent strip trip we did, which helps us a lot on those ships. Even though they're more modern vessels, they still have a lot of equipment that we can use on this ship, and it gets us stuff that we can put back in the spaces and make it look like it should. A lot of the parts for those ships are all over this, and the battleship as well.
Absolutely, that's a good point. So the Navy still helps us by offering to allow us to get equipment to restore our spaces. We do a lot of research, and we can't do any of this without volunteers as well. Our volunteers do the strip trips, as you know, as well as do the labor and effort. And of course, your donations are helping us fund these enterprises.
So we'll go forward
into the mess decks. We'll come right through. This is Kennedy's original salad bar that she was outfitted with.
All right.
So I'll talk a little bit about the history. Paul will talk a little bit about the work. So this is the mess decks on a Gearing-class destroyer. If you look at the periphery, you basically had seating along the whole length of the hull, port and starboard. You had tables intermittent with folding benches. Some destroyers had different types of seats. They had the kind of the rotary seats like the old McDonald's used to have when we were kids. A lot of destroyers had the benches. Mess decks was still in the same place during the Vietnam War as it was in World War II, in the same compartment, just a lot of different look. In the late 60s, Kennedy's coffee machine and her urn, and her milk machine was on the table as you first went through. By the 1970s, they had transitioned the table where the coffee and milk machine originally was from that corner to its current position now. And we double checked with the ship's cook, Tom Grano, remembering that it was there. We also, I think Paul might have discussed this in an earlier video about how we brought the CO2 bottle rack, or the bottle rack, back to its original configuration. Somebody had years ago modified this to put the milk machine on, right, Paul?
Yep.
So that was obviously not correct. We looked at period photographs of this ship during the Vietnam War era and the Cuban Missile Crisis, and we put it back to the way it was. Now I think we're underway looking for the bottles now to put those back in and re-stencil them.
Yeah, if we can't find them, we'll 3D print them.
Yep, absolutely. And then one of the all the highlights here is we got a mix type cup soda machine. So Some Gearing class destroyers and other destroyers during the 1960s and early 1970s had Coke machines on their mess deck. Sometimes they had it in their dash hangar once dash was removed from the ship. Basically, it would be a mixed type. The cup would drop. You would hope to God that the soda came out. A lot of the funny stories is that the cup would drop, the soda wouldn't come. Another story is the soda would come and the cup wouldn't drop. And of course, there would be nothing happening when you put your 5 cents in. But 5 cents. So basically, this Coke machine was found in South Carolina. It was in a barn. When my father passed away, our memorial fund from our family purchased this for the Kennedy. We thought it would be a great tribute to the crew and something that everybody who comes aboard can understand Coca-Cola. So the guys, Paul and a whole bunch of guys, Tom Lowney and Mike Kavanaugh, spent a lot of time trying to get this down the ladder. It's very tall. We had it refurbished and repainted. And it's very few. It's made by the APCO vending company. They're very rare, the same style, different colors on different ships. But we're glad to have this in here. And the public, we notice, is already commenting on our TripAdvisor and our reviews on Google that they think this is really cool.
Yep.
So we wouldn't put it here if we didn't think it belonged, but we know it belonged, so we do that. Of course, behind our cameraman there, we are also finishing up our ship's library. The crew would use these as the library. They would have their ratings manuals and also literature and books that they could read when they're in their racks or on some free time. But mainly now, this destroyer's mess decks looks the way it did in the late 1960s, early 1970s during the Vietnam War. It gives the public an example of what it was like to live on this ship. Paul, if you want to explain a lot of hard work that was done in this space and what we have left to do.
Yeah, there's a few things we have left to do. But as we touched on other videos, the deck in here originally had tile on it and water had gotten under it and the deck had turned to Swiss cheese. So we had to replate a significant amount of the deck in here and then get new steel down, get everything painted back up. Some of the actual tables we had to refurbish, and we're actually missing a couple table locations, one on the starboard side and one on the port side. So you can see that one, you can kind of see where the mounts are, but on the port side here, they're still off the deck. So we have the tables, we just have to get them put back down, so that's going to be a future project to get this one back in place. And then, like I said, a couple of the bottles need to get put back in, but for the most part, 99% of the work is done in here. The floor is not tile again. We did that intentionally for now to keep it so we can see if any water gets in here and keep the space in good shape. If we can ever put tile back down, it's a possibility we might explore, but for now we're keeping it this way. It's not 100% original, but it works for the ship for now, and we can keep it maintained and make sure that the metal's not wasting away. And then one of the other things I wanted to touch on too is you're saying with the crew living in the space, they used to do movie nights in here as well, right?
Yes, sir. They used to put a sheet between those two posts, had the projector going there, and half the crew would have to watch it backwards, and the other part of the crew would watch it from the front. So it was kind of an interesting thing. The IC man would bring the projectors from the IC room that we were just talking about earlier.
Yeah, one of our volunteers, Greg's actually restoring it to get it working again.
Right, the original projector. So a lot of things happened in this mess deck. So a living space that every sailor had to touch, right?
And John Kennedy himself was in here at one point, right?
President John Kennedy, when he was Congressman Kennedy, actually was in this mess deck. And we also have a photo of Robert F. Kennedy coming through the steam line, walking through with his family during the inauguration of his brother John F. Kennedy, when this destroyer visited Washington, D.C. in 1961. So the Kennedy family did used to visit the ship even before they were into huge political ambitions, and they visited the crew. And it was named after, obviously, Paul, the oldest brother that was killed in action. So they stayed in touch with the ship.
But awesome. So, yeah, if you find yourselves down at Battleship Cove, definitely come on board the Kennedy. And now this space is open. You can come tour this room, the steam line, the mess decks. You can actually exit through the scullery now, and the IC room is part of that. So this whole part of the deck of the ship is back open again. It was closed for a number of years, but this was why, because we were getting everything back to the way it should look and everything restored. But it's open, so now you can come see it.
Yeah, thank you very much for watching us. And please donate, right, Paul?
Yes, like usual, we ask you to like, share, subscribe to our videos. If you like our content and you want to get involved, please feel free, come down, fill out a volunteer application on the website. We can put you to work if you like doing any number of things around the Cove. We have any number of jobs. We also can teach you how to do things if you want to learn new skills. And then if you can't come down physically, but you still want to get involved, you can always make a monetary donation or even a donation of an artifact you might have through the website. And then we can basically put it to good use. Everything here goes to work. Every dollar gets us paint, gets us steel, gets us everything we need to make these ships survive and live on. So, like usual, thank you for visiting us. I'm Paul Scalabroni, volunteer here at Battleship Cove.
I'm Rich Angelini.
And we'll see you next time.